you ever think about it? How people fall in love. It's not the way that they look. That's from movies and books. It's a feeling that creeps inside. It ain't the fancy kind. It just builds over time and holds the spirit together when it tears. It's what I got inside. It's what I'll live and I'll try to give you all of my life. Honey, I love you like the real thing, with your wrinkles and your scars. You don't have to hide them. You tell me something about your heart. I'll kiss and say it's beautiful until you start to believe. Have you ever stopped to notice how two hearts become one? They can see what they feel, hear what they need. It's something that just can't be explained. It ain't the fancy kind. It just builds over time.
You're so funny. I'm just sorry. She took a picture of my vow books and there were no vows in it.
Really sweet vows.
I also wrote mine like third grade handwriting.
You don't have to hide them. Tell me something about your heart.
Two, one.
It's beautiful till you start to believe. Honey, I love you like the real thing. Honey, I love you like the real thing.
Both Al and Sid, I want to thank everybody for being here, especially the families in the front row. If it's not for you guys, we would not be here today. My name is Brock Horwath. If you don't know me, I actually wrestle with Al at UW. And they would bless me to be the officiant today. Our lockers were next to each other a decade ago, and that's when we became best friends. Given the serious nature of today's ceremony and the sacredness of marriage, Al and Sid have hand-selected me, a humble McBurney disability student, to not mess us up. God bless us. As most of you know, Al and Sid have a long history together. They were homecoming dates freshman year and have been close friends ever since. Even though they never dated in high school, there was a period in their life where they became extremely close and a strong foundation for their relationship today. In college, Sid went to Edgewood to play basketball, and Al, as I mentioned, went to UW to wrestle. Just a couple of athletes up here. While both colleges were in Madison, they maintained a close, strong friendship. Although I don't remember much of the college career myself, I do recall Al dragging a bunch of us wrestlers to a keg party at Edgewood Girls Basketball House. Needless to say, we're a little surprised when a 5'3" Sid answers the door. Fast forward a couple of years, Cindy's living in Chicago, slinging freight for Coyote. My boy Dane's here, pushing Stryker hospital beds like they're going out of style. However, just like in high school and college, they always kept in touch. They'd reach out to each other in preparation to make plans for whenever they're back home for summer events and holidays. Specifically, they would always make a way to find each other the night before Thanksgiving at the iconic bar, Fooleries. Whatever was in the air that fateful night has brought us together today. Sometime in 2018, I remember getting a call from Al asking if I'd ever go to a wedding across the country. Me naturally thinking he's asking me to bring some random girl he met to a wedding. I go, of course. However, this call was not about me. It was about Al going to Nashville with Sid. We all have to give her props. She was the one that was bold and had courageous abilities to ask Al out first. Per usual, Al sent out a survey and called several of his friends to ask what he should do. When my number was called, we had our typical hour-and-a-half conversation. Most of you know, Al likes to talk. We concluded with, what's the worst that could happen? Al, it's one of those rare occasions we got it right. When Al got back from the wedding, we had another 1 to 2 hour long conversation. This call was different though. There was an excitement in his voice that I hadn't heard before. Right then, I knew it was over for him. Al was living in Madison at the time. He had invited me down from God's country to hang out. So when I got there is when I officially got to meet Sid the kid. She put up with our old ways and terrible jokes, and then she had that look in her eye that solidified my assumptions. It was over for her as well. A year or two later, I ended up moving down to Chicago, where I was fortunate enough to hang out with Sid and Al a lot more than I expected. Our time together is something I'll always cherish, even when I was convinced by Sydney that running in a marathon was fun. The countless laughs and rounds of golf at the dog track of Lake Mills, our late night IV runs, are a few more to bring to light. It's an honor to marry two of my best friends today, so let's get to the good stuff. In preparation for the ceremony today, I've asked both Al and Sid to reflect upon what they love about each other most and what they look forward to in this marriage. Sydney had sent me several love notes saying it's a hard list. She's like, how do you just say it in a few words? But here's what I wrote down for her. She admires Al's hustle and motivation to be the best that he can be. He is a very passionate person in everything he does, and it shows with his determination to complete any task he takes on to the best of his ability. She loves his loyalty and how selfless he puts his family's needs first. This loyalty that he shows for his loved ones excites her not only to have Al as a husband, but as a father to their growing family. To officially say that they're a family means everything to her. The support system they already have in place reassures her that this is the perfect team. She loves his spontaneity. Pushing her to join Nakoma was the second best decision he's ever made. It has allowed her to make amazing new friends and introduce her to a lifelong sport that they truly bond over. And let's be honest, she's better. The next part from her, though, personally is my favorite. She said never to forget about that golden retriever Goliath, now a bogey that Al brought home almost 2 years ago. Junk impulse purchases are common. And now, for the Al beans. Al said without a doubt he knows Sid is his better half. He loves the way she can brighten up her room with her fun, upbeat personality. But as Sid has said, how can you just list all the things you love in a few words? Al says he loves how he can absolutely be his true self with Sid, from endless laughter to tears of joy, that she's always going to be there for him. He loves how she's not afraid to be her true self around him also. He adores her toothpaste-stained sweatshirts when she walks out of the bathroom, and her incredible questions like, is Elvis still alive? In Al's eyes, Sid is the gift that keeps on giving. He can't wait for what's next to come. Her fierce competitive nature and adventurous lifestyle is intoxicating. She's the type of girl that will convince you to run a marathon with her, only so she can run past you, middle fingers in the air. Most would go out to dinner and have a kiss on Valentine's Day, but that's not these two. Her competitiveness makes Al a perfect partner, not only in life, but also on the course. Whenever Sid hits a great shot, before she looks away to see where it goes, she's looking to see if Al is watching. And Al, naturally, knows it's coming, so he just looks down and acts like it is. Al loves the way Sid lives in the moment and enjoys all the small things in everyday life, especially all of his impulse purchases, which was that 75-pound retriever. As a side note, she did ask for a small, hyper-allergenic dog. He does love how she loves their bogey boy so much. Cannot wait to see her be a mom because he knows she's going to be awesome for their family. These statements are a true testimony for why all of us are here today. The love you both possess for each other is clear. Now, for some advice from a single man in his 30s. No worries. I'm a religious Hallmark movie watcher. As you all are aware, Al and Sid love to golf, so I'm going to speak to them in a way I believe they might understand. Alex and Sydney, I want you to think of this commitment like a round of golf. In any round, there are hazards along the way that we need to stray from. With the right cart partner, these hazards are seen from a distance, and with proper planning, they are avoidable. Just like on the course, in life there will be issues you will run into. Take it one hole at a time. These issues are not what define you as a couple. How you support each other with the focus of keeping the team on top of the leaderboard of life is what will define you. The care for one another has brought you together from the beginning of this round called life, and it will keep you together for an eternity. Now, Sydney, I know that you've explained to Al numerous times that his 3-wood does in fact not carry 260 yards and that it's a terrible idea to hit it over hole 16 on Nakoma. Even though the effort was put forth and Al takes out his 3-wood and hits it into the water, remember, Al is only human and he will make mistakes. And yes, he will try it again on 18 with that competitive nature of his. Al isn't perfect and neither are you. These failures that you both will endure are important to success in life and in your relationship. Take these failures and learn from them, as they will make you both become more resilient and help you to grow. The commitment that you are both making here today will change the way of thinking from I've won to we've won. The love for each other that I have witnessed between you two will serve as a foundation needed to weather anything that life has to throw at you. Marriage isn't easy, but I trust in your friendship with one another and your love for one another, that it takes hope to conquer all battles. With that, it's time for Al and Sydney to make their vows. Al and Sydney, have you both come here today of your own free will to declare your commitment to one another?
We have.
Let's turn this over for you guys. Do you promise to be here? Or do you promise to be there for each other, the good and the bad, to grow with, understand, respect one another during your life together?
We have.
Is that 5-3 tight on? Well, you guys are already facing each other. Please face each other more. Al? I'm just gonna can I pull this up?
Yeah,
man. My
yours.
party, right?
More space.
All right, Al, we're gonna start with you. Would you please repeat after me? Sydney, today I promise to love you for the rest of my life.
Sydney, today I promise to love you for the rest of my life.
To fill your days with joy.
To fill your days with joy.
To support you in days of sorrow.
To support you in days of sorrow.
To be your best friend.
To be your best friend.
To learn how to grow with you and build a home with you.
To learn how to grow with you and build a home with you.
This I promise you.
This I promise you.
Very good. Sydney, please repeat after me. Alex, today I promise to love you for the rest of my life.
Alex, today I promise to love you for the rest of my life.
To fill your days with joy.
To fill your days with joy.
To support you in days of sorrow.
To support you on days of sorrow.
To be your best friend.
To be your best friend.
To learn how to grow with you and build a home with you.
To learn how to grow with you and build a home with you.
This I promise you.
This I promise you.
Now we will have the exchange of rings. Bless them. The definition of a ring is an endless line, much like your love is forever. These rings are a reminder of your promises made to each other today. Let them be a symbol of your unbreakable bond and this new beginning of life that you're going to together with no end in sight. Double. Al, please take Sydney's ring, place it on her finger, and repeat after me. With this ring, I promise to love and cherish you to the end of my days.
With this ring, I promise to love and cherish you to the end of my days.
All right, Sydney, please repeat after me. With this ring, I promise to love and cherish you to the end of my days.
With this ring, I promise to love and cherish you to the end of my days.
A lot of salt. Your love has now been strengthened by the promises you have made here today, and these rings are a token and reminder of your commitment to one another. Al and Sydney, we have heard your promises you both have made here to each other today on this flourishing chapter of life. All of us here recognize your love for one another, and we support your decision to build a home together. By the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church for a cool $14.99, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Beansy, you may kiss your bride. If everybody could please stand, it is my joy to announce Mr. and Mrs. Al.
That time slows down when you kiss me as we fall asleep in a bed of butterflies. Just close your eyes and then you'll see it. You don't ever have to look too far. You don't have to cover up your scars. You're perfect, darling, just the way you are. So before you think to rip yourself apart, open up my heart and you'll find love.
Say thank you to all of you guys for making it down to Isle of Palms. I think for Sydney and I, this is what it's all about right here. Just looking at this group of people from all different parts of our lives. We got friends, family, wrestlers. We got Brock Horwath in the building. You know, this is a one time in our life where me and Sid are able to get all the people that we love in one room. And I I can't thank you guys enough. We love you all. We really appreciate you being here. Dad, Mom, I just want to say thank you for all the help. And just thank you guys for everything you've done for me over the last 30 years. I love our family. I love my brothers, and I love you guys. Big Jim, Jenny, Preston, I love you guys. Thank you also for everything you've done. My beautiful wife, Sydney. I love you so much. Thank you for being you. And yeah, let's have a good time. Without further ado,
There he is.
Andrew.
Hey Alex, you and I have always been a dynamic duo. From grade school, through high school, to college and after. You're always down for a good time, and you're always my go-to phone call whenever I need to talk to somebody. So I was sitting thinking about how I could possibly describe you in a few words. And the top three that came to mind for me were outgoing, fun, and driven. And I genuinely think that's why Sydney loves you too. But I did not want this just to be about me saying nice things to you. So I surveyed a bunch of our friends and I said, hey, if you could describe Alex in a few words, what would they be? Always down for a good time. You're loyal, outgoing, competitive, fun, ride or die. Group chat started to go south quick though. Bougie. Asshole. Bougie asshole. And everyone would agree. You're an incredibly fun-driven person that would do anything for their best friends. Even though some of them do think you're an asshole, I love you, buddy. I kind of had a front row seat to your whole relationship. I've been lucky. And so Brock told a little bit of the version of how this ended up, but I'm gonna share mine. And I think the Killers probably said it best. It started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. It truly wasn't just a kiss. It was an annual, day before Thanksgiving game of console hockey. Hey, who was Alex with at the bar last night I was playing with? I was like, I think they're just friends, like good friends. And he was like, dude, they made out at the bar for like 4 hours last night. So to wrap this up, seeing two of my best friends get married today, it makes me incredibly happy. Your fun, loving personalities will without a doubt make for a long, happy marriage. So because you two love making out with each other so much, I'd like to toast. And with the toast, I'll toast to the Edie's and request a quick game of console hockey between you two.
I'm forever grateful to you for being just my very best friend. Sorry, I was gonna cry. I just love you so much. And you know, Arrowhead was a really big high school. Like I knew Alex, but all I knew really was that he was one of 6 boys, and he had really big muscles. I just think that your love of family is so important to you, and like you said on the mic, like you just love your brothers, you love your mother, grandma, like I met everybody, your father, your whole family, like you're just so into family, and so is Sydney, so that's just like a very important thing to her and why I think you guys mesh so well. And I don't know, I can honestly say you are one of the most caring men I've ever met, and I'm just so glad that she found you, because you guys are so compatible. In all seriousness, I truly admire how much you guys encourage each other. You live the way you want to, which is what most people want. And I think you just do what makes you happy, plain and simple. And there is only one happiness in life, and it's to love and be loved. And I'd love to please raise a glass, everybody. I love you so much. May you never go to sleep without kissing each other goodnight. I love you guys so much. Honored to be here. Cheers to the Edie's.
up this morning, waking up before it's getting 9. Kinda heavy on my shoulders, tracking down some moments back in time. I could've swore that I was in it, down to every minute. Don't know what I was sipping, but I felt like I was doing fine. Oh my. Turns out that I just got a little bit south, just a little bit north of the Georgia line. I'll do it again. Little too much southern comfort, hanging with my friends, all playing games. We all started at a full house, ended up just me and good old James. I could've swore that I was winning, kinda had a feeling. Last thing I remember, I was drinking till the moonshine. Oh my. Turns out that I just got a little bit south, just a little bit north of the Georgia line. May not know just where I'm at, no idea when I'll get back. There's so much you just can't explain. No, I'm not one to lose control, but I don't really care at all how it ends or where it begins. And I'll do it again. May not know just where I'm at, no idea when I'll get back. There's so much you just can't explain. No, I'm not one to lose control, but I don't really care at all how it ends or where it begins. And I'll do it again.
If all the kids in the room could please leave immediately. My pickle while playing with your pussy. I'm like, young girl, I ain't no rookie. Take off your clothes and let me take a lookie at my life. What I see, I'ma eat it like a cookie. I'm all about tits, splits, and vertical slits. When I put your hand in the air, feels like a bed. You guys want the rest? And then yeah, feel like a bit. I must admit, pussy is my only addiction. Even in my dreams, it's just like non-fiction. Pussy is pussy, nothing better than a pussy. I wish I had a pussy buffet. So hard with no apology, say bitch don't cry, I'ma call me your eye. If I hear it, pussy, I'm a motherfucking die. If the bitch gotta hear it, puts the customer as a razor, and then I'll be like, popping the laser, so people. Holy shit!